Hey everybody, it's Daisy just checking in here. If you hear a little bit of hum in the background, it's the dishwasher. Everybody here has gone to bed for the night. I missed my update the other night because I worked, so sorry about that. I have a weird schedule. I'm a healthcare worker, so just giving you an update here. So basically, this last week, I just to kind of recap on like the important points. For one, my goals for the week were to work out ride bike at least 3 times and to drink at least 80 ounces of water, which, 2 things. One, I only rode bike one night. My knee was bothering me quite a bit last week, and I had to use a lot of my diclofenac cream to even be able to kind of function, so that made it a little bit more difficult to do anything really with it. Followed my plan pretty closely this last weekend. I did indulge a bit, but not as bad as previous weekends. My other goal, so with the 80 ounces of water, I think I met that all but one day during the week. I wasn't as good on the weekends. I'm not as good when I'm at home, but I'm way better when I'm at work. And I don't know if that's just because I'm on a schedule and I can't wander around as much as I can when I'm at home, and so I kind of have my water right there in front of me. I tried doing so side note here, I tried doing a water tracking app. No. For one, it was not user friendly. I was trying to track my water on there or whatever because I wanted to do reminders for me, but I didn't always get the reminders, and every time I went in there to hit the button to track the water, it didn't want to do it, so I gave up on that, and decided that pushing on my Weight Watchers app, there's a plus and minus button for water, and each time you can set it to how many ounces you want it to add every time. And I have it set to 8, just because I use 8 in my shakes, and my water bottle that I'm currently using most of the time is 40 ounces, and so that's also divisible by 8. So I just thought that was the easiest way to do it. So anyways, I'm with that. So I'm improving slowly on the water. One thing I will say though is that if you jump to trying to drink 80 ounces a day of water, you will be peeing constantly. So unless you have a job or something where it's very flexible and you're allowed to just run off to the bathroom whenever you want to, I would suggest that you work up to that. So make that a goal, but make it over the course of a week and a half or 2 weeks, where you're gradually increasing it by maybe a cup a day. Start off with 40 ounces and then add 8 ounces every day or whatever to get yourself up to the, say, 80 ounces. Now you're supposed to, so I looked this up, you're supposed to drink half your weight in water, ounces of water per day. You all know my weight. I told you it. So that'd be a lot amount of water. So I am not about to drink that all at once, because then I really will be in trouble. So again, I jumped into the whole 80 ounces a day thing, and wow. Excuse me. Wow. I was peeing a lot. Anyways. So that's the down and dirty on the water drinking. So my other goal was that I wanted to do a better job of tracking on the weekend. Now, I did better. I tracked through Saturday. Friday night we had company, and even when I weighed in the next day, I still showed a loss by 1 pound. So I'm another pound down. So a total right now down is 15 pounds. I tried on some shorts that I tried on when I was at my starting weight. So 15 pounds heavier, and they would not clasp. There was no way I would have been able to wear them comfortably. And now I tried those same shorts on again, and I think because the bloating has gone down so much, and because I'm flushing with water, that I could put them on and I could wear them comfortably. So that's a plus for sure. So in this, I know that 1 pound doesn't seem like a lot, but I've seen a change even in the amount of we'll say back fat. You know what I mean? Like how defined the rolls and whatever are. We all got rolls and pulls, roly-polies. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But I've noticed that even that has improved a little bit. The way I'm seeing myself anyway. And I certainly feel better. I would say week 2 was really hard because I was really down energy, and I kind of thought it was maybe hormonal, but actually I figured it out. That's this week. But I might have been just tired just because I was adjusting to the whole like not a bajillion calories a day in my diet. I also think that's probably why this week I ended up with my monthly gift, because I don't normally get it, but the healthier I am, the better weight I am, you know, the less your PCOS, the hormones kind of regulate better. But anyway, PCOS is complicated as in and of itself. So I've just noticed for myself when I'm trying to eat healthier and being more active that I tend to get it more often than I would normally, which is maybe twice a year. So that's maybe a downfall to being healthy. It's not. I know it's not. But the stigma with having it is a drag. Anyways, so now I am on to the next week already. So anyways, that was last week, and I thought I was good, but again, I just thought I'd share that tidbit on the water drinking. This week's goal was originally to get to bed at a better time, but I work nights all weekend, Thursday through Sunday, drag. But it is what it is. I work half nights, half days for my work, and that is what it is. But I will be having a whacked up sleep cycle anyway. And then next week I go back to days again. And then the next week after that I go back to nights. It's all because of a weekend trade, and anyways, blah, 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 I digress my schedule. So this is going to be a difficult week to weigh in because normally I would weigh in on Saturday morning or even Friday morning. And this week I won't be able to well, I could try to, but let's be honest, okay? If you've never worked a night shift and weighed yourself, don't start now. It's shocking. Literally, your weight can vary by 5 or 6 pounds. Add to that the fact that I have my menses. Now we got a really whacked up weight, and I don't want to derail and feel bad about the work I'm doing by weighing and having it 6 pounds off and me feel like shit, honestly. So I haven't decided. We'll see how I'm feeling or whatever around that time, closer to it. But that doesn't mean I'm not staying on the train. Okay, so I'm staying on it. I tracked today. I made cookies to share with my children and my sister and her kids and whatever. And I'm not lying. I ate some. And I tracked them damn things. And when I tell you the handful of cookies or whatever, I make them small and everything. And the recipe makes like 100 cookies, but it's still like 3 points a cookie. I mean, it is what it is. But when I tracked them. I tracked them and counted those points. And yeah, they went towards my weeklies, but that was another goal. So sorry, I digress. My week goals for this week were to improve my sleep schedule and to use my weekly points. Because what's happening is that I'm going to end up with all these weekly points. And I think part of this weight loss thing is that you can't not eat enough, or you essentially go into starve mode. So try not to do that. So I'm trying to use my weekly points because there's a reason why we're giving them. It's these extra points that we can use during the week for whatever we want to or use them for. So I am trying to use those. I used to use a little bit of them to see if that makes a difference. And I'll be interested to see what next week's weigh-in brings once all this stuff's done. So I'll be a week post night shifts, and I'll be a week post period or whatever. So anyways, it'll be interesting. These are all the things that you have to take into consideration. You have to give yourself some grace, I guess you got to say. I'm on this health journey, and I'm trying to do right by myself, but at the same time, I have to also give myself a break and give myself some grace, and be understanding that my schedule and things may not always work out, and that I can't let that derail everything. So just because I might not weigh in this week does not mean I'm going to let that derail me. The whole thing about it is to stay on the train. So we're staying on the train because I've already seen positive results. And for every positive result you see, it just pushes you to go further. So anyways, so I'm thinking ahead. So my sleep goal thing didn't work out very well for this week, but I will apply it to next week. So next week's sleep goal, I'll set. As far as fitness goals this week, it is still to try to get in 3 active somethings. And so on let's say Sunday, maybe it was. Anyways, I cleaned the house. And so normally I would say housework, excuse me, shouldn't count. But let me tell you, the amount of work that it took me to clean our shower, scrubbing, or whatever, and I was sweating profusely. So that was a workout. Just because I was using some handmade soap and it like left the worst soap scum. I don't know if anybody else has ever had that problem. Like I usually scrub our shower like every month or whatever. Clean the bathroom obviously way more often than that, but scrub the shower once a month and it would just had tons of soap scum. I love her handmade soap, but it just leaves a terrible scum in the shower, so it takes a little elbow grease to get it all off, you know what I mean? So we have shower doors, not just like a shower curtain, so it adds a whole nother level of difficulty to that, getting those clean, all the tracks and everything. So anyways, I digress many times. Off on a tangent. That's not unusual for me, unfortunately. Anyways, goals for next week. To try to, again, stay on at least 3 times a week doing something active. And then the sleep cycle, continue tracking points. I'm going to try to track, this week I'm going to track points every single day, even through Sunday. Even if I don't enter a weight, we're going to track everything. And honestly, I think it's going to be, if I have to guess, I'm guessing it will be easier this weekend because I'm working, and so I will follow my diet to a T because it's all about what I bring to work. Because when you're working night shifts at a place that doesn't serve meals during those hours, you don't really have to worry about diverting from your plan. So it'll be what I make of it, but I'll bring a bunch of healthy 0-point snacks because I tend to get tired in the middle of the night, and then excuse me, sometimes a snack helps me stay awake. So I'm gonna try to pack lots of veggies. I have a head of cauliflower in there I want to cut up tomorrow, and some other things, some salad and whatever. So that's my goal there. Yeah, so that's that. So other thing, tomorrow morning I have an appointment at 8:30, which I just really need to go to bed pretty quick here. I have an appointment at 8:30 in the morning for the row house, which if you aren't from around the Midwest or wherever there's a row house, it's basically rowing. And then they do like interval work, so you're not always on the rower, but I want to say it's like an hour, 45 minutes or an hour class. But anyway, they're kind of expensive, but my purpose in doing it is a starter class. It's like a beginner class for beginners, so you've never done it before. It's kind of like a learning thing, and they kind of teach you about it and show you what it's all about. So I'm doing that tomorrow morning, bright and early, truly bright and early. And I am going to go, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to see what I think about it because next to biking, rowing is supposed to be something that's really good for your joints. And I love biking, but to get an indoor bike that I can do all year round, it doesn't utilize my arms at all, and I would like something that does like a little bit more whole body and kind of core strengthening. And so a rower I feel like would probably do more of that. And so if I like it, what I plan to do rather than spending $1 bajillion on classes is just to buy a home rower, like a Nordic track one. Or if you have suggestions, feel free to leave them for me. But at-home rower that folds up out of the way. I have a little space behind our sitting area downstairs that would fit a folded up rower just fine. And then I could drag it out into the main area when I'm working out or whatever. anyways, and I think personally that I would use it. I really do. I hate the fact that I have to, if I'm doing a gym or something like that during the winter when I'm not going outside all the time, because I have to be careful again with the snow and the ice and everything and walking on it and doing any kind of jostling to my knee basically. And so I think an in-home thing would be nice. Then I can take the money that I would normally spend towards a gym membership that I don't ever use because I don't want to drive there, and bring it home to where I can do it at any time, day or night, literally. So, yeah, that's my plan. So we'll see what I think about it tomorrow. So I'll have to let you know in my next update. I won't go as long. My next update may be probably just tape an update Sunday night while I'm at work. Because I'll already be, if I'm not busy. I should have a few minutes to do that. So that'll be my plan. But, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, again, the biggest thing here is I'm not derailing myself. I'm staying on the train. Just got to keep with the plan. You know, I'm going to try my hardest, do my best. Every week I learn something more about myself and more about an easier, better way to do things with this plan that I'm on. I am using less and less of my isogenics, I find, only because it actually costs a lot of points to use my isogenics when you plug in the information than it does to eat real food. So, yeah. But again, I'm trying to use up my isogenics, so I'm going to continue to do that. It still does work good for day shifts to do shakes and things like that. So I usually take a shake for the morning and like something for lunch. FYI, the Healthy Choice Power Bowl, I think they have like the blue label, maybe. Those are super low Weight Watchers points. They're super healthy, and they actually taste pretty good if you're into that sort of thing. But I like those a lot. They usually have like riced cauliflower and some sort of protein and a bunch of veggies and some kind of a sauce or whatever. And it's pretty good. I quite enjoy them actually. And they're usually like anywhere between 2 and 4 points each, which is tiny amount. So if you're planning on, you know, you're gonna have a bigger supper or something and you just need to kind of like chill with the points or whatever, that's a good low point option for a quickie meal. Now I don't know how they do on like sodium and all that jazz. Feel free to figure that out yourself. I'm not that far into this journey. Like right now I'm just trying to control what I eat. Then once I get that mastered, I'll start worrying about some of the other things. Part of it is that I feel like if I'm eating portion sizes and I'm staying with my points and I'm eating healthier, making healthier choices, that I'm gonna naturally eat less sodium. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. So anyways, I hope you guys have a great week, and thanks for sticking with me on my journey, and I'll just keep updating you every week, week by week. We're just gonna stay on this train together. So until next time, see you guys later. Bye.